Hello, anyone currently in here? Just getting set up and should be good to go in a few minutes. If anyone's in, just let me know, make sure the audio and video and everything's working right. I believe it's set up. All right, I think everything's good. Oh, okay, thanks for your testing, man. So yeah, it's 7:30 my time here, so I think I'll start right about now. That'll give me the 3 hours till 10:30 and see what I can hammer out here. So hopefully I didn't overscope this one like last time, but just gonna get started then. So the idea I got for this one is, since the theme's gameplay under 60 seconds or under 1 minute, I'm gonna make it where you're a guy falling in from the sky and you're gonna hit the ground in 60 seconds. On the way down, you gotta collect something. Originally, I was thinking I was gonna make it that it slowed you down, but then I thought it's gonna screw up the time where you wouldn't be working directly with 60 seconds. So I think I'm going to make it where you keep falling the whole time, but you get either some bubbles or some shields or something that are going to help absorb the impact. And you got to collect enough of them on the way down. And then Rastiel came up with the idea too. Maybe ones that decrease your shield or bubbles. So if I got time, I'm going to throw that in too. All right. Let's see what I'm going to go with here. I think I'm going to use a demo scene from this Battle Royale pack. Oh, you know what? I imported all these ahead of time. I'm using URPs, so I'm not sure if I upgraded all the materials or not. Yeah, I got some of them. I just got to do this quick here. Knew I would always forget something. So I don't really know what assets I'm going to use for this other than I grabbed the Cinti Battle Royale and I threw in Sci-Fi City and Space just because those are kind of my go-to packs that I always use. So if I need something, I'm pretty familiar with what's in those packs. Oh, sorry. Let's try, where are scenes? So I'm going to grab the demo scene. And yeah, I think just use this one. So I'm just going to save it as a new scene. I'll just call it game. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I get started with this, what I'm going to start doing with all these jams is trying to make little packs of things I made from the last jam to save time on the next one and to make it just more efficient. So I exported a little pack I named Prototype Starter Pack. This is basically the menu system from the last jam and a music manager. So I'm just going to import this. This way I don't have to make a quick main menu and a game scene. Oh, yeah. Which light? Like my background light? Hey, Marcus. All right, so we got this. If I go to main menu, apparently I got to import text mesh. All right, done. Weird, it didn't import the text, but I guess that's no big deal. That's weird. I don't know why the text for the button doesn't show up, but I can figure that out later. As long as it works. I'm just going to test this out here quick. Probably helps if I add it to build settings. All right, let's do main menu and game. So yeah, I'm going to try to get in the habit of doing this every jam where I take a bit of something I did in this one and add it to my packages. Okay, there we go. So like here, I just ripped the basic main menu and the game scene with the button. I just made it kind of generic with a title, instructions, so I can replace this as I go. And I got a little singleton main menu or music manager. So that way, this jam, I hope to add something to that, and then the next jam, it'll be a bit better. So I'm going to keep going with that route. All right, okay, so we got the game. I'm going to go check out this demo scene here. Actually, I'm just going to copy this. Let's go back into game. Paste the whole thing in. Okay, works for me. So we'll go kind of center here, maybe somewhere around here. Oh, okay, yeah, I probably had the room light on last time. That would definitely wash it out. So I'm gonna try to aim for the center of the screen to be around here. I'll just move this Jeep out of the way a bit, and let's find a character next. So again, I'll just use this Battle Royale pack. I'll just pick some random guy or girl here. This guy looks like Nico from GTA. Maybe we'll go with him. Oh, that's actually the origin. Perfect. All right, we'll go with this guy. So if he's around here, I want to give him a rigid body. I don't think they already have colliders. Nope. So I'll give him which tank? Oh, yeah, it's all trashed. All right, give him I think just a box collider will work good enough. I'll shape this later as we need it. And I am terrible with math, so I don't know the actual physics side of it, but I think usually since gravity's, what is it? Gravity is negative 9.81. So we're going to fall roughly 10 units a second. So it'll be, I'll have to play around tweaking this, but it'll probably be just under 600 units for him to fall in 60 seconds. So yeah, if you didn't catch the idea, the game's going to be basically you fall for 60 seconds. You have to get objects that help you absorb the impact. I guess might as well get a little camera going here. So maybe just make, I guess that's forward. We'll do forward and just a top-down camera. So maybe something like that. Let's go ahead. I don't need all of these other models. So Cynthia always puts multiple meshes under their characters, so I'm just deleting those. No real reason, just for clutter. I'm not sure exactly how that works with gravity, Marcus. I'm pretty terrible with physics, so I just kind of hack it to work. For now, I'm just going to put the camera as a child. We'll do something better with that later. Okay, so that's our scene. You know, let's stretch this out, make it fill the camera. Same with this one. Weird that it's brown. I thought that was water. May need to change that. I don't know how good that's going to look. I'm just going to try scaling out these clouds a bit. Good enough. Okay, so we're falling. Where's my player? Okay, I think that's good enough with drag of 1. So I'm just going to go with that. You know what, while I'm doing this, maybe let's check this ground. Yeah, why is this water material all ugly? Might leave this to play around with later, but for now, let's see. Okay, so it's that one. Yeah, I'm just thinking for I'm thinking I'm gonna have a countdown timer. So that's the only reason I'm trying to think of making it match the time. But yeah, you're right. Otherwise, yeah, you can just fall for a while and whatever happens, happens. Okay, that at least looks a bit more like water. I'm not going to spend too much time with that because I'll get sucked in and forget what I'm doing. Okay, so we got this. I'm trying to think what's the best next one. Yeah, I agree. Gravity in Unity is always a huge pain. I could have probably just made my own for this, but time constraints for 3 hours. So, okay, so if anybody's not familiar, I'm just going to use mixmode.com. It's just a free Adobe site. You just have to register, and it's got tons of humanoid animations. So I'm just going to find a falling animation. That's going to be perfect for hitting the ground. Is there one like, oh, right here. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one. Yeah, those are all free. You can use them for commercial games, you just can't distribute them. So if you have to do like open source, then you technically can't supply them with the project. But you can download them, you can use them in paid games, you can launch them on Steam, whatever. You just can't give somebody the actual animation. Oh, unless Rastiel's writing, you have to pay for commercial. I thought commercial's free. I think you can only just not distribute them. But yeah, if you're going to use them for something, just read the license on there. It'll give you the details. But for just playing around, yeah, maybe they changed that. I didn't actually know about that. All right, so I'm just going to take this animation. I'm going to call this falling. Let's go to our player. Yeah, I'm curious on that change. If anybody checks and finds out for sure, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to check later. Not that I have anything commercial to publish anyway, but yeah, they're very handy for prototyping. What was I doing here? All right, animator controller. Okay, so we'll make a player animator. Throw that on the player. Let's open that. We'll add the following. It's set to loop, so that should be working. Oh, I buggered that up. All right, I just got to delete that one. I didn't change it to humanoid. You just got to go to the rig animation type, change it from generic to humanoid, apply it. You don't have to do this. I always duplicate it. And the only reason I do that is because by default it's read only. Set that to loop. Right, this should work now. There we go. All right, so we got a guy following. Oh, it's using root motion. I got to turn that off. Okay, got a falling animation. I guess next up, I will make it so we can move the player. Not going to need that health bar. I just left that from the last jam, but I'll remove that. Rename this to player. Let's make a player controller. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to mention too. If you use Mixamo, you can actually get the characters from there too. So the ones they show in the scene. There's a bunch of free characters that you can download from there and use them as well. All right, so let's do, I need a move speed. I think something slow like 2 will be good. We're gonna need to clamp this so the player can't move out of the space, but I'll leave that for now. Let's just do transform.translate. And actually, I'll cache these. So I'm gonna do float horizontal will be input.getAxis horizontal. Same for vertical. Just make a new vector out of this. So I'll do horizontal times move speed times time.delta time. For the Y, we'll just not move, and then we'll do vertical times move speed time.delta time. Okay, that should be good. Let's test this out before we do more. I'm not sure if he's not moving or if it's just very slow. Oh yeah, he's moving just very, very slow. Let's crank this up, maybe 25. It's a bit better, maybe 40. That's still probably slow. Try 75. All right, we'll go with this for now anyway. All right, good enough for now. We'll have to make a camera controller. I don't want it to be a child like this. I want to clamp them in one area. All right, see you, Dester. Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, I wanted to drag a 1 so he's not dropping so fast. Okay, so I guess camera will be next. Do a simple camera controller. Whoops, I'm gonna make a simple camera controller. I don't even know what that one actually does. Okay, so here we're gonna want the player. I'll just get a reference to it. So we'll do, actually, you don't need the game object. I'll just get a transform. We'll do player transform. Go add that now. Get rid of this and just going to use late update. Okay, so just thinking how I'm gonna set this one. You know what? I'm just gonna do private float. I'm just gonna do distance. And I have no idea what this will be. I'm just gonna set, since I just want it right above the player, I'm just gonna take the player. So he's at 570, it's 576. That looks about decent height, so I'm just gonna set this equal to 7. And I'll just do, let's do transform.position equals I guess I can just do X, do player transform position dot y minus distance. It's probably not a very smart way to do it, but once I get into these jams, my brain just kind of stops functioning and I just do whatever makes sense first. So the code's usually not very nice. Yeah, that didn't work. Is it plus distance there? I think it's the X and the Z that are buggered though. Oh no. Alright, yeah, that was just me. Alright, okay, so he's moving way too fast. Alright, we'll go with 5 for now. 5 looks good. Okay, making some progress here. I guess let's clamp him in the screen. Oh, I guess I should fix this box collider a bit too. You know what I'll do, because I wanted to match his falling animation. I think that should be good. Let's just copy this. Alright, we're good there. Now, what was I talking about doing next? Oh yeah, clamping the player. Alright, so let's clamp him into the play space. Yeah, when it's running, we can look at the general velocity later and see. Like I said, not the very optimal way to do all this stuff, but meh, it's a jam. Alright, so we got this. Let's make some clamp values. I'll do X min, X max. Basically the aims, the theme's gameplay under 60 seconds or under 1 minute. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make it so it's time that you're falling and you hit the ground in 60 seconds. And you get some kind of collectible, either like a bubble or a shield or something that helps protect you when you're falling. So you gotta collect enough to not splat when you hit the ground. And that'll make you bounce or absorb the impact or something. I'm trying to keep it super small scope so I actually finish something here. Okay, so we just need Z, min, and max. So yeah, the idea is nothing fantastic by any means, but it's the only thing I thought of for making fun gameplay under 60 seconds. Alright, we got this. Let's do transform.position mathf.clamp. I really should make some kind of saved code for this, because I did basically the exact same thing in the last jam too. So I'll make a note of that after this. I might save this for just clamping in the screen if I do a similar game again. I guess why we don't really need to... Oh, this formatting is all wrong. Okay, there we go. So that's X. Y will leave. And we'll paste the same for Z. Oh man, I'm just failing here. Yeah, actually, you could always do a physics bounce. I didn't think of that, but that's actually one way we could do it here. Alright, okay, so we got this. Let's set some... Wait, what? Where'd they go? And I put this on the camera. Great. Alright. So that's got to go on the player. Alright, okay, player X, so maybe somewhere over here. We'll start with -5. We'll start with 5 on each. And for the Z, we'll have to play around and see how it looks with the animation, but I guess maybe 3 and -2. That seems weird. Well, let's find out. Actually, Yeah, that should actually work. Can maybe make them go a bit further. Okay, that's not far enough. So we need more than -5. Okay, so the X needs a bit more. I guess I can play with those at runtime even. Oh man, I didn't even think of that. Anthony, I like your idea. Man, if I get time, I can make like a little spaceship he falls out of or something. Okay, I think these clamp values are okay. The camera stays in. Where's my general notes here? What do I got? Okay, so got a camera controller that follows with an offset, player movement, clamp. Need to make some kind of collectibles yet. If you hit the ground, you splatter. A timer, so I could probably make a timer next. Yeah, maybe I'll change this text to a timer. Yeah, way to go deleting your comments. Jeez, Anthony. Alright, we'll go with this text. I'll add a script on here. Let's call this counter. Man, if I do a bunch of these jams, this little basic prototyping process is going to get fast. That's kind of the goal I want to get out of this at least. All right, so we need Text Mesh Pro UGUI. Let's call this counter text. And we need a timer, so we'll do a float. Just call this timer. And we'll set this to 60. No, that's a cool idea, but I do like that if I... What? Is it unlisted? I thought I set it to public. Let me double check. It says public on here. Did that not save? If so, that sucks, because I used to always forget that, and I specifically tried not to this time. Okay, yeah, I think it's public. It was unlisted when I first started it, because I don't really know how to... Yeah, I don't really know how to set up the initial like launch time and all that yet. I'm still pretty new to the streaming part. So it was unlisted. It probably just didn't refresh on your screen yet. Thanks for pointing it out either way, though. I always forget that one. All right, so we got a timer. We got 60 seconds. Let's do, well, I guess counter text.text equals, and we'll do, what is it? Counter text, and we'll do 00. Yeah, format it 2 decimal places. Okay, thanks for checking, man. If you guys know, I know there's a way to format the string where you can use a colon here instead of a dot. I thought it was just put a colon in here, but I noticed if you do that, it separates this into like hours and minutes, I think. So I'm sure there's a way, but I was trying to look it up and I couldn't find it before. Okay, so we'll do that, and let's do timer minus equal time dot delta time. Where's my top text? Is that not? Oh, I got a serial. You know what? I'll just do counter text, get component, text mesh pro. All right, that should work. Or not. Whatever. I don't even know what I did there. Let's just drag it in. Hey Spike, thanks for joining, man. What? What the heck is going on here? I am baffled. I don't know why it's doing that. See if it's a reference or... That's really strange. I have no idea what's happening. Well, that works. So it's something with the data or the formatting. All right, I just got to play with this for a second because, oh, jeez. Right, no, that was right. Right, I'm breaking things. I'll figure this out in a second here. If anybody sees what the problem is, just let me know. That's strange. Oh, jeez. I'm an idiot. That's got to be the timer. Yeah, I'm displaying the Text Mesh Pro component. Brain is not working. All right, that makes complete sense. There we go. Okay, we got a counter. Oh, yeah, thanks, Marcus. You know, while I'm checking a few things, I'll let this go and let's see how close we matched up for timing. What do I got to work on next? I need to make some collectibles. We'll have to do an actual impact with the ground. Yeah, I think that's the main one. So, okay, I'm going to let this see how close we get. It's looking pretty close. I think it's going to be close enough for my liking. 3, 2, 1. Damn, that was almost spot on. I guess I could give him a couple more. Maybe I'll do like 5, 7, 3. That'll probably do it. Okay, so I got that. I guess I might as well make him actually collide with the ground for now. I guess technically, since he's not going to actually hit anything in the sky, I don't even think I need to check what I hit. You know, I'll just do if he hits anything. So we'll do on collision enter. This is basically death. So I'm gonna go back to Mixamo here. Let's grab this falling impact one. Alright, set it to humanoid. Let's go to the animations. I'm just going to duplicate it. I don't need all that whole rig package. Call this hit ground. Player animator. Alright, hit ground. I'm just going to make it, I guess, a trigger. Don't need a layer. I'm just going to call it die. Don't need an exit time. I'll leave fixed duration, but I'll set it really low. The theme's gameplay under 1 minute. So my idea is you're going to fall for 60 seconds. You got to collect enough things to absorb the impact so you don't splat. Okay, I think that should be good enough. Let's set the trigger. Let's make sure it's not looping. Okay, so we got that. So if we hit ground, just got to get the animator. Okay, so we got the animator. We'll tell the animator to play it. Set trigger die. And then I just thought we got to take away player control. So let's add a bool. We'll do is alive equals true. Do this is alive. Oops. Is alive equals false. And I'll put all of this in if is alive. Okay, so that should work. We should play the splat animation when we hit and then take away control. I'm just going to let this play while I look at a few other things. What else do I got left here? And this is just a very simple notepad I just made of some point form ideas and stuff to add in. So I'm just kind of going through, taking them out one by one here. Oh, I forgot to. We'll have to stop the timer when you hit the ground. So let's see if this works. And then need to make a win and lose panel. So I think time-wise doing pretty good here. I mean, haven't hit an hour yet and got a basic little prototype going. I think this one might actually turn out all right. At least it'll be playable. Let's see if we splat. Oof. Okay, we kind of float above the ground. Timer doesn't stop. Oh. Okay, and I can't control the player. Why are we above the ground? Okay, so the collider's not matching up with that animation. So the player needs to be lower on the Y. I think I can just do it in here. I don't know if it'll let me do this at runtime. Not the best at animation clip stuff like this, so I think that'll make a change. I'll let that run while I keep looking at other ideas. Yeah, so the next thing's going to be, got to stop the timer and then spawn some collectibles. So we'll need to make a prefab of something to collect and make a random spawner. I just want to see if this changed that at all. I mean, the body not laying flat on the ground when he hits is minor. I can always play with that later, but I think this should do it. Yeah, I could probably do that. I think the issue is, I think the animation's offset. Because like right now, if I look at the player, see he's inside the box collider. I think it's that second animation that's not the same position. So I think if I did that, even with the animation playing, if I set his position to ground, I think he'd still be floating. Could be wrong though. Alright, let's see here. Okay, that worked. I just went a little too much, so we can just do maybe -4, and that'll probably be good. I'm not going to test that right now. But yeah, I think the issue is, yeah, because the animation, like if you look at it here, he actually falls a bit. I think it's supposed to use root motion, which I'm not using, so I just had to kind of tweak that. I'm actually surprised it worked as good as it did. I thought there'd be some more like janky jitteriness there. Okay, so this counter, we'll have to get this. Let's do private. I'll just do private bool. Oh, is running. We'll set that to true. Do if is running. I'll just do a public void stop timer. Okay, so that should work. We'll go to the player. In here we die. We'll do find object of type counter dot stop timer. Okay, so that should at least stop the timer when we hit. You know what, it might not be right at 0, so what I'll do here is you know what, if timer stops, we'll do timer equals 0f, and then I guess just display it again. So then it'll make sure it's 0, not like negative 0.01 or something like that. Could actually change this. Maybe I'll add, I'm going to make a note based on time. We'll do, if he does hit the ground, when we hit 0, I'll change the timer text color to red. And if we pass, what is it right now? I think it's green. Yeah, so maybe I'll do something if he gets enough collectibles to survive, we'll change the text to blue or something. So I'll do on game over, change text color. That's minor, but it might look good, so we'll look at that later. Okay, so we got hit in the ground. Basically need some collectibles now. So there's probably something in Sci-Fi City. Just want some kind of sphere or something round. I know there's a couple in here. I think there's a good force field one that should work. I was looking at it earlier. I thought it was in this pack. Yeah, umbrella could work. I originally did want to do it where you collected something that slowed you down, like bubbles or something, but then I thought it was going to throw the whole timer out of whack, so it wouldn't be 60 seconds anymore. Otherwise, yeah, I was going to do something like that. Maybe there's something in Battle Royale. Let's see, props. There's got to be something in here. Toilet paper, maybe? Alright, take another look. There's got to be something in here. This little thing, whatever it is, that might be good for a bad collectible. Or a drone. You hit a drone and it takes away some of your shield. One of those might be good for that. What's this one? This could work. It's big, but yeah, that'll work. We'll go with that. We can make it look prettier later. Alright, I'll call this collectible shield. Let's make a prefab. Need to make this smaller. Let's bring this up by the player. Oh yeah, definitely gotta make that smaller. Maybe do something like that. I think it's a little too transparent. That's an ugly color. Okay, that looks kind of better. Let's make it not so transparent. Yeah, maybe something like that. Alright, we'll go with that. Looks good for now. I'll apply that, delete it. So yeah, I'll basically make it, these will spawn in various places. You collect them. Each one you collect gives you a bit more of a shield. Okay, so let's make a shield spawner. Get our prefab, so we'll do shield prefab. What do we need? We need private mount to spawn. Maybe 20 or 25, maybe we'll try. We're gonna need the values of where to spawn them. So I can probably just, I hate totally reusing this, but I'll just duplicate it. I think I did the same thing in the last jam too, so I gotta think of ways ahead of time to do this. Yeah, changing the mission color or something would be cool later, throwing some particles or something on it even. Yeah, for next time I gotta find ways, because I did the same thing last time where I basically duplicated this exact same thing, which is wasted time and code. I guess can do it right in start. We don't need update here. Let's do for int I equals 0. So we'll just loop right at the beginning. I'm not going to make it where they spawn as you get close or anything. I'm just going to spawn them all at once. Let's just do instantiate. Do shield prefab. And we'll do new vector 3 random x. So we'll do x min, x max. Oh, okay, cool. I'll check that out later. Thanks, man. I guess we do have to randomize the y this time. So add them in here. We'll do y min, y max. So we're basically just going to get a random value on all three x, y, and z that are inside of our range. And then we'll quaternion identity for the rotation, and that should be it. Why is it yelling at me? Oh, need one more bracket. One less bracket. All right, we got that. So we got to go set these values now. And drag in the prefab. So we'll do the prefab. Values will be the same as the player. So 5 or -6 and 6 for the x. What do we got for the z? -2 and 3. And for the y, we'll do maybe 25 for the min. I don't know how close that'll be to the ground. Might be a little too close, but we'll try it. And then if our player's at, what's he at? 573. Maybe we'll start it at, I don't know, 520. All right, that should be it. Let's see if this works. Okay, well, kind of works. They're way too grouped up. And they have physics. Okay, that's kind of awesome. That was not intended, but I almost want to keep that now. Oh, I collided, so I can't control him now, so he's just floating, but... okay, the spawner in general kind of worked. I don't know if I want to take time to... Let's make these triggers so we don't hit them. I don't know if I really want to take the time to come up with some kind of math to make them not group up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I should change the color of them. Okay, so this is a bit better. I can kind of get to them. Okay, well, I think this is the right direction. Everything seems to be clamped in the screen. Maybe they went a little outside, I'm not sure there. I think close enough for now here. You can't really change the speed though, because then it's going to change the time and you won't hit the ground at 60 seconds anymore. But yeah, I like your idea of changing them up a bit. So yeah, maybe I'll see if I can randomize the color or something. The underscore is just like naming convention for private variables. So here you can look at it and you can instantly see it's a private variable for the whole class. Whereas if, like, say if you made, I don't like doing it, but you could make like a float in here called x min. So they'd have the same name, but it wouldn't be the same variable. It's just kind of an easier way that you can look and you instantly know it's from the class level and it's private. So it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so we got that. I guess the next thing is start making some kind of shield on the player that's visible. So changing the colors of the bubbles and stuff, I can come back to that. So we can do that later. I think I'm going to try getting all the core stuff in so there's a working game. And then any time that's left we can use to add like extra cool stuff like you guys are suggesting that. So I like all these ideas. All right, so let's go back to our player here. Under him, I'm going to make, let's just make a sphere. Oh, actually, that's a good idea too. It could change the radius of the collectibles too. So some are harder to get. Yeah, I hear that the time is the hard part, and fitting things in, like scoping, is so hard. It's so easy to overscope anything, let alone a 3-hour jam. All right, let's make like a bubble that he fits in. Let's see when he's animating if he fits in there. A little bit bigger. Little bit bigger. I guess we got it fully. All right. Okay, so that can be our shield. Call it shield. Let's make a material. Let's go with like a really light blue, I guess. I have no idea what shader we should use for this. I think transparent will work. Okay, so when it's 0, it's fully gone. So yeah, I think this will work. I don't want it to get fully solid either. So we kind of want some middle ground. I guess maybe that for the full solid color might not be bad. So what is that? Let's say 0.35 for the alpha. Let's go to player. I'm just going to set this. We'll do private floats. Max alpha equals 0.35. Okay, so that will be good. I'll set this as 0 by default. And then we got to figure out how much we're going to give it each time you collect one. So I'll make this very small. Probably make the first one jump a little bit. Yeah, no, that was only 0.35. I think that might have to do with the shader type, but I'm going to go with it. So yeah, I could maybe make each one give it like 0.025 maybe? We'll try that, and then we'll see how that looks. So let's do private float. Increment shield amount, sure. So what was that? I think I said 0.025. We'll try that. Okay, so you know what? I am gonna do a tag on this. Do tag a shield. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll need an initial jump too. I just want to see if this looks decent for how much it increments each time. And then yeah, because yeah, you'll want it more obvious on the first time. So let's do on trigger enter. We'll do if other dot GameObject dot tag equals shield. So if we got a shield, I guess we got to get a reference to our mesh renderer. So private, call this shield renderer. Alright, okay, so we got that. And then every time we collect one, let's do shield renderer dot material. Oh, I can't assign alpha directly, so we got to make a color. I'll do private color, shield color. In awake, we will set shield color equals shield renderer dot material dot color. So we're just grabbing whatever color we set the shield to right here. And then in here, I can increase the alpha each time. So I can do shield color dot alpha plus equals, what did I call that? Increment shield amount. Oops, gotta do that in here. So basically it's just gonna add that little bit to the color. And then we do shield renderer. Oops. There's probably a much easier and better way of doing this. I just can't think of one right now. Material dot color equals shield color. Actually, we'll want to clamp that first. Color equals. Actually, I only want to clamp the alpha. Mathf dot clamp. Shield color dot alpha. We'll clamp it between 0 and max alpha. Okay, a lot of code for that. I think that works, so let's go give this a try. I don't like making a lot of code and changes without testing them, so you'll notice sometimes I test a lot more. Oh, okay, so that's working. Let's see if it keeps getting darker. I don't know if I'm maxed. I should do something to display that. Maybe change the color when he has full shield. That might be an idea. But either way seems to work. I just want to check the initial jump. Let's see if it's really obvious when you get the first one. So I want to make sure the player knows instantly they have some shield. I think that's actually pretty good. What do you guys think? Do you think I should make it a bit darker when you get the first one? Or just good as is? I think it looked pretty good. So I'll go with that unless you guys say it needs a jump. Okay, so we have that. We'll need to actually do some form of calculation of if you have enough shield that you don't die when you hit the ground. And I'm not sure what's actually going to happen when you hit the ground. So if you have the shield, I guess maybe you should... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it where you still have the impact animation, but then I'll make it where you actually just stand up. Yeah, I like the color change idea too. So, okay, I'll come back to that. We'll try getting like a game loop in, so we kind of have a lose. Oh yeah, you know what? I can't believe I didn't even think or notice that. Yeah, we should definitely destroy the pickups when you collide with them. So let's do that right now. Destroy other.gameObject. If time permits, I could try making like a little bubble pop animation or something too. That would actually probably be pretty quick and easy. All right, let's see, make sure this looks all right. There we go. All right, okay, that's better. That's starting to look kind of like a game. All right, so we have that. I have a little game over panel that I brought in from the last jam. Well, I don't know why the formatting's all weird. Maybe the canvas settings. Scale with screen size, that should all be fine. It's on stretch. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah, make the shield red when you're still gonna die if you impact. Okay, yeah, we're gonna come back and we'll work on that. So let's make a quick little game over type panel. So we'll try getting a game loop going. So I'll do... Really, that's all it's going to mainly need. I'm just going to do it all right from the player controller. So I am going to add in here. Let's do private game object. Game, or yeah, we'll do game over panel because game over can be win or lose. I guess I'll make two methods here. You know what, I'm gonna do, yeah, so I'm gonna do it as two separate methods. I'm gonna do, let's do private void display lose panel. And then I'm gonna do another one. It'll be display win panel. So it's gonna be the exact same panel and everything. I'm just going to do this because then I'll make it set the text fields and stuff in here. So let's get private. We'll do text mesh pro. Oh, I guess I got to add that. What am I doing for time here? Hour and 15. So okay, we're not quite half through, so that's, I think, doing pretty good. Let's do here panel title text. I don't know if I need to change the other one. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. We'll just do, would you like to play again? So maybe I'll just do that, and we just change the title one only. So yeah, that should be it actually. So let's do display panel, game over panel dot set active true. Panel title text dot text. We'll set this to, what should this say? I don't know, you died or you lose. We'll just do you lose for now. Do it all capitals. Okay, so that should be fine. So in here, this is where we died. So I'm gonna invoke, and we'll give it, I don't know, 2 seconds. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot you could do with a 3-hour jam. It's kind of neat. Okay, so I got this. I'm going to test this out quick just to make sure the lose scenario works. And then while this is running for a minute, I will go through and see what other notes I need. Okay, so we made collectibles. We hit the ground, we play an animation. Stop the timer. This is majority of my main notes at least. So next we'll have to make a win situation. Okay, so let's see if this works right away. We'll have to make a win situation. And like a win animation or something. And then that's really the majority of the game loop working there. So if that works, then we can spend the time just mucking around, making it look nicer and stuff. All right, let's see. So it should stay at 0. Okay, so it went to 0. Oh, damn it. I always do this. I forgot to drag references in. All right, game over panel, and we need the title text. My bad. All right, I'll let that run one more time. Yeah, so I'll get this game loop working, then we'll come back, start working on colors for these. I'll change the text color. Don't actually need this bottom text at all for anything, so I'll get rid of that. Although actually, could maybe use that to display how much shield you have. I don't know if that particular would be out of scope, but there's other options of something quick to do for something like that. Actually, that gives me an idea too. It'd be nice to make some kind of particles that fly at you, so it actually looks like you're moving fast. No, I'm gonna make a note of that. All right, let's see how this works here. Okay, that looked all right. Timer went a little low, so I could probably drop that a little bit. If I do play again, it played again. Okay, that is looking good to me. I guess I got a -1. Yeah, okay, we'll try that. Yeah, I kind of like that idea of something like that, Marcus, where we move them around. So that might be an idea. And I mean, if things keep going this way, I should have some extra time. Anthony's idea, he mentioned that he thought it was a space game. I kind of like the idea of making like a little plane or something that flies by and you fall out of it. I mean, that might be overkill, but I mean, if I already have a working game, then I can at least play around with stuff as long as I don't break anything and make the game not work. Okay, we got that. We need a win scenario. So let's look at our player controller. Little toolbar. Which one are you talking about? Beard or die? And your username rocks. You better have a beard. This toolbar? Is this one you're talking about? Because if it's this one you're talking about, yeah, this is just on the newer versions of Unity. I think it was on, I think 2021.2.2 they made this. So yeah, so this is basically the old like QWERTY toolbar, that one. They just made it where it's a separate toolbar that you can move around and you can dock it wherever you want. A nice other one they added is you can unlock this gizmo too. And how do you do it? Oh, right here. You can drag this thing anywhere you want now too. So it's the exact same thing. It's just a dockable toolbar that you can move wherever you want and do things. I think you can collapse or hide it now too. So it just used to be up here, I think it was. I don't know if you can still put it back. So yeah, same thing, just a bit different of a layout. Alrighty, so let's do a check when you hit. Yeah, 2021.2.2 is where they made quite a few different changes, and especially to the interface and stuff. Okay, so we need to check. We're going to need to use this alpha value as our value to check to consider if you win or lose. So it's going to be in here on collision enter. We're going to need to check it. If it's above a value, then we win, not lose. So I'm just thinking how we're going to do this. Well, we got these. We can just make separate. I could probably make separate methods, but I'll probably just keep it in here. So either way, we're going to want is alive to be false. We want the timer to stop. I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Okay, so even if we win, originally I was kind of thinking maybe before you hit the ground, you play a different animation. You kind of like stand up and land on your feet. But you know what? I think what'll be easier and should look okay, I'm going to keep the die animation, which is just the splat on the ground. But then I will do, so if your alpha value, what do we need here? So we can do if shield renderer. This is going to be some ugly code, just be warned in advance. So we're going to get the material on the renderer, check its alpha. Color.alpha. And if it's less than, I don't know what value we're going to need here yet, but since our max is 3.5, yeah, maybe I'll raise this a little. We'll see how it looks visually. I'll set this to 0.4 and we'll make a buffer zone. So we'll say if it's more than 3, maybe you're good. we'll try this out. We can experiment with this. So we can do, if it's less than 0.3, this means you died. So we'll do display lose panel, and that'll basically be game over. We could do else, this will be if it's not. So I want to still wait a delay, but we want to do the win panel. I'm probably going to make this delay more, because what I want to do is first play. I'm going to want it to finish this animation of the splat so it dies. And then let's see if... I'm going to go back to Mixamo here. I hope they have one that's like laying flat and then you stand up. Although there is falling to roll. No, that's not the same one. They're usually pretty good with having a lot of animations, so I think there's probably one here. I just gotta find it. Come on, guys, you gotta have one. Well, this kind of sucks if they don't. That would have been perfect. I wonder... that would look pretty terrible if I reversed this one. I was thinking reverse too. I'm just wondering, but that one would look pretty awful. Okay, because yeah, these two, you would think they would have more of these. Yeah, I can't reverse or anything on that. Maybe I will have to do something different. That sucks. That would have been great. I don't want to just leave them on the ground and then say you won, because that's kind of cheesy. This one's... It might look a little janky going from laying flat to this one, but it might... It might work. I mean, it'd probably be fast enough that you might not notice it. You know, I'm going to try it. Looks like it's the best option. Or you know what, I'll search... Search for stand first, see if I find anything. Ah, see, they got one on his back, but not... There, I think that's our guy. Yeah, I think that's our guy right there. Right, I'm going with this. What was this one? Stand up. All right. We got this. But yeah, as you can see, like Mixamo has so much stuff, so... yeah, I could make him stand. I think this one will work. I think this will be the easiest. But yeah, I kind of like that idea too, that once your shield's max, you stand. But then it runs into issues. If we add something that detracts your shield, then it might add more stuff that I have to go kind of back and forth on. So I think I'm just going to go with this one here. Oh, sorry. So we'll try this. If this doesn't work, then I like your idea, Marcus. So if this one doesn't work, we're going to try yours. I hope this works, though. Where did that go? But yeah, yours would work perfect too, because I think they had an animation on there where it was the same kind of arms and legs flailing, but you were upright. Or actually, you know, we wouldn't... can't talk. We wouldn't even have to. I could just rotate the player to make them upright and use the same animation. Okay, so we got stand up. We don't want loop. Let's go to the animator. Let's add stand up. This will only come after hit ground. Yeah, we'll leave exit time and everything. All we need to do is make a trigger. So I'll just call it stand. We'll add the trigger stand. And I think that's really about it. So I'm gonna, you know, maybe we'll make this like 5 seconds or something. And let's do here. Stand. So with the exit time on die, it shouldn't go to stand until the splatter animation completes. And then he'll stand up, I think. We should be good here, so let's test this one out. And thanks for watching and like feedback and ideas and everything, guys. Appreciate it. All right, while that's running, waiting, let's see what other stuff I have left to do here. Okay, so win-lose panel. I think we got that, but I won't remove it until we do it. I do actually have background music already playing. Just you have to go through the main menu first. So we'll add some sound effects, some particles, and then some rocks or something that you hit that'll take away your shield. And we're rocking this. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, crap, I forgot. I gotta make sure I get lots of shields. Hopefully that's enough. I guess it was not. All right, you know what? Before we test that, we'll do this visual cue. So let's do... Okay, so when you get them... Let's do if shield render dot material. I guess I can just do if shield color dot alpha is greater than, you know, just to test it, we'll do 0.2. And then in here, let's make another color. I'm going to serialize this one. Private color. We'll do full shield color. So then I'll do, I guess I have to do full shield color dot alpha will equal shield colors alpha. So we want them to have the same transparency. But then we'll set the actual color on the shield equals to full shield color. So let me think if I'm breaking anything here. So then we get back shield colors. I think this will be okay. There's kind of a glitch in here that it's going to set it to this shield color and then to this one, but I don't think you're going to visually see it since it's on the same frame. So I'm going to try it. Let's do you know what? I am going to serialize this one too. Okay, so let's set shield color to be a red with no alpha, and then we'll set full shield color to be, I don't know, blue or green. We can play with this later, but let's set it to green. Let's see if this works. Yeah, thanks for the idea. I think that was you, Marcus. That was a good one. Okay, so that did not work because I think set shield color here. Don't need that. You should try this jam sometime, Marcus. It's pretty fun. I think Anthony tried last one. One of these days I'll get Rastiel to do it too. Alright, there we go. Red shield. Might have to make it a bit more obvious on the first pickup. Come on, go green. Okay, there we go. We got green. And let's test if we win the game. Well, he's following the ball. That's actually kind of cool. I'll fix that, but other than that, it's working. I kind of like that, though. And we almost had the time right. Maybe I'll try one. It was very close. All right. What do I need to do to fix that here? I guess, I think I can just constrain the rotation maybe? Actually, you know what, I'll just do when we hit. That should fix that. I think maybe I'll set it another second off. I think in general that looked pretty good though. Maybe I'll add like a cheer animation too when he lands. Yeah, I can probably do some kind of a gradient or something, or if not, I'll just add a third color. But yeah, I kind of like it going. I'm terrible with gradients and I always forget the syntax for using them, but I think that's something I'm gonna have to practice on as well, because yeah, gradient would be perfect here. I always resort to using Bracky's tutorial for a gradient. Try this one more time, but yeah, I think we're on the right track here. Okay, so I went to green. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, getting a yellow in between would be good there. I just want to see how the ending works now this time. And nice thing with this jam too is making your itch page and doing your actual build itself doesn't count as the time. So I can do that all after. I don't have to worry about that, because that's usually one of the biggest pains during a jam. All right, that looked pretty good. Got up. Why is the wind panel not coming up? I don't know why wind didn't come up. Unless I didn't hit save or something. Oh, jeez. Well, that would do it. Okay, good enough. Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe like 6 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna let this run and test that. And you know what, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna quickly Google the syntax for using gradients again. And yeah, maybe we'll just do a gradient. Oh yeah, gradient.evaluate, that's what it always is. Okay, that should be easy enough. Yeah, you know what, should be able to do a gradient pretty quick. I think the move speed and everything of this is actually pretty decent. It feels not bad. Might have to make it a bit harder, but once I add something that subtracts from your shield, I think it'll be a lot better. All right, we stand up. Okay, so that was a bit long, but you know what? If I play like a cheer animation just before this pops up, I think that'll be pretty good. Okay, so let's try this. I gotta serialize it. I haven't done a gradient forever, so this might be terrible. I'll just call it gradient. Okay, so our values are basically between 0 and 0.4. So I don't want to have to do weird math to figure out like between 100% or not. So I'm just gonna kind of cheap out on this. Okay, so where's 0.4 would be 40%. So this is basically, I'll set it just before there. Oh wait, actually 0.4 is our max. So what was... Okay, so we're counting anything over 0.3 as you're safe. So let's set 0.3, which is 30%. Okay, so this will be where it goes green because you are now safe. So let's do green. This would be straight up red. And we could probably even use it as is, but maybe let's just make a brighter yellow in between. I think that should be all right. Save that as a preset. Yeah, I think that should be good. All right, now let me check the scripting reference and remember how to actually get this. Because we still have to change our alpha. Okay, so we're setting our color here. You know what? I think I can leave all of this code the same, and we just do shield color equals underscore gradient dot evaluate. And then we got to use actually we'll want to put this after this line. So after we increase based on what we hit, then we want to put in shield color alpha as the value. So it's going to take the color that's there. This is going to take the alpha from that gradient. I just got to figure out we just have to save the alpha that was already there. You know what? I can just we'll make a new color. Just do new color equals we can do that, and then we can do new color dot alpha equals, oh, this is becoming ugly, hideous code. New color dot alpha. Okay, so we have, that's the current color in alpha. We're incrementing it. Yeah, it's just once it grabs that gradient, it's going to take the alpha value from the gradient too. So I just have to kind of cache the old alpha, take the gradient, and then replace its alpha with what we had before. Although I guess, you know what? Hold on, we can scrap this. Yeah, we can set the alpha in the gradient because it's going to be consistent. Okay, so alpha, this will be 0. 30%, this will be, can I not change this to a non, oh, that's not what I want. I'm surprised I can't change this to a percent. I would want this to be 30% here. So it'd be, I guess, 60, 75, I think. No, that doesn't look right. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's going to be, seems like it'll be a pain in the ass. You know what? I'll just we'll figure this out here quick. Okay, so this is our current shield color. We can get a new color. Yeah, it didn't seem to scale very nicely. You know what? I'm just gonna here. This is kind of hacky, but whatever. Shield color. What? Oh, let's call this I don't know, temp alpha, whatever. Shield color dot A. Okay, so we got that. We got a new color. Let's set shield color equal to new color. Shield color dot A equals temp alpha. Okay. Ugly, but I think it works. Let's try this. Okay, so it's red. Let's see if we start changing. Oh, it's starting. Okay, I think. This seems to be working. I'm almost thinking if we're doing it this approach, we might not have to do so much alpha on the shield because the color kind of tells you if it's strong or not. So, I mean, we can still increase it a bit, but I think it looks better when it's a bit solid. I'm just going to test to make sure the win game completes, but yeah, I think we're going to go with that route. And then this should be almost good for this part. It gets up, I'll add a cheer animation. Pops up. All right, perfect. Nice, so yeah, okay, let's change that a bit. We don't need... I guess all the code kind of ties into that alpha value, so that might be a pain. If I change it, everything right now is factoring in on the alpha. I could make a separate variable to store it instead. Let's take one look at it again here. It would look better for sure. Let's see, what do we have? You know what? I'm going to leave it. I don't want to start mucking with that last minute. If I get extra time, I think it would look better if it's solid, but I kind of put everything in there relying on it. Let's see what other stuff I got to get here. You know what? I want to change the counter. Actually, you know what? No, we don't need to worry about that. Let's do... Let's spawn some bad stuff that'll lower your shield, and then I'll add some sounds, and then if I got time left, I'll try to change that, instead of using transparency on the shield, I'll refactor all that code and we'll make it where it's always more solid and it just uses the grading. I wish I thought of that to begin with. That would have been so much easier. And then we'll get some sounds in. Okay, I got the win and lose panel working. You know what, what prefabs do they have in here? Just checking what's in here before I... do any others. That might be good. Let's try this out. You know, maybe I'll even, since it's animated and moving, I might even be able to just put it right on the player. Sweet. Oh yeah, we don't need this bottom left text. I'm gonna get rid of that. Hello? You know what? Actually, I'll leave it. Maybe I am gonna add, if we're going with the shield transparency thing, if I don't get time to change it, I'm gonna make a note. Add shield percentage or level to the text. Just make it more obvious to the player of what's going on. So let's try full screen. Let's see how this looks. I think this is going to look pretty good. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I got to parent that to the camera, not the player. Let's maybe move it down a bit too. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I just got to make sure it's set to pre-warm. It looks like it wasn't there. Actually feels a bit better that you're moving faster now. There we got our blue one. Okay, let's hit the ground, make sure this all works, and then we'll add bad collectibles to take away shields. Yeah, it probably is. I don't know much on like sine waves, but yeah, it's following something. It's definitely repetitive, but seems to do the trick. All right, let's see how this works. Come on. Time was almost perfect, a little bit off. Okay, we'll add the cheer one. Let's make sure. Okay, main menu works. Play it again. We got some music. Probably find a different song. We'll add some sound effects later. Okay, that is looking good. Now, what the heck did I say I was going to do next? Oh yeah, we got to spawn some rocks or something. So let's see what prefabs I got here. Probably something in space. Hey, Death Phantom, thanks for joining, man. It's just for a 3-hour game jam, so the theme is gameplays less than 1 minute. So what I'm making is you're falling for 60 seconds, and then when the time's up, you hit the ground. So the goal is you got to collect items that are going to help protect you, this shield. Yeah, no, Marcus, I agree with you totally on that. I think more of like a Star Wars faster than light kind of thing would be a lot better than like some kind of pulsating thing like that. Yeah, I think those drones were a good idea for it. Where were they here? I think that was in the city pack. Somewhere around here. Pretty sure it was this one. Oh yeah, here. So yeah, we got some various drones. Maybe these guys? Let's see how these look. Let's move him up by the player and see if he looks pretty good here. Yeah, that might look all right. These ones might be a bit easier to tell what they are, but yeah, we can easily make it where it's changing. You know what? Maybe I'll start with that one. This is the second one I did for a 3-hour one. It looks like this one's really consistent. The TriJam you can find from itch.io. I just found out about it like couple of weeks ago, so I don't know how consistent it's been up until then, but I think I'm going to try it more often. I'm just going to duplicate the shield spawner. I'll call this I don't know, drone spawner, if I can type. And I guess I can just use the same. You know what? That's overkill. We don't even need that. I'll just use the same script. Yeah, if you like the quick short jams, it seems good. It's really lax on rules, and you don't have to do your build and everything during the 3 hours. You can do that after and make the itch page. So that saves a lot of hassle trying to get your build up and ready. I guess I should have just called this spawner, but alright, let's do the same one in here. We'll spawn some drones. And then, yeah, if needed, we can change this to an array. I'll do another one, private int, drones to spawn. Maybe I'll make, I don't know, we'll make it less. Maybe I'll try 12 drones to start with. And we can just spawn them in this, I guess, really just, it's pretty basic. We're not doing anything smart, so I'll do the same thing here. We'll just copy this loop, drones to spawn. Why is it being stupid? Drones to, oh, well, that's me being stupid. Right. It's a pretty lame spawner, but let's give it a try and see how this works. Let's take our drone prefab. You know what? I'm gonna take all of these out of here in case I use them. Oops. All right, let's just see how they look here in the. Okay, that didn't look too bad. Maybe I'll add an aura or something so it's very obvious that they're bad. You want to avoid them. Oh, I collided with it. All right, let's make that guy a trigger. Not crashed. No, I didn't make him a trigger yet. Basically, you're falling for 60 seconds and you want to collect those orbs. They add like a shield to you. So if you get enough shields when you hit the ground, you don't die. But then we're going to add these drones that subtract from the shields. So I'm going to make them triggers, and then right now it just makes a transparent shield around you. I think I'm going to try changing it to not be so transparent and just use a color gradient. And then, yeah, if you start hitting drones, it's going to subtract from your shield. So let's do that. We'll make a tag. Just call this drone. Oops. Okay, so we got drone. Let's go check our collision. Or trigger. Yeah, you know what? That's probably a good idea. That makes sense, Marcus, because you don't have shields already. Yeah, we'll set a lower... We'll set a lower max Y for the shield spawn. That's or drone spawn. Okay, so min Y. We'll do max Y minus. No, we'll do minus 200. So then it'll spawn about 2/3 of the way, and we'll subtract how many drones. So there won't be that many, but they'll subtract more shield. Maybe we'll do it that way. So maybe I'll try 8. Let's just try this quick and see how it looks. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I like doing that. Where the shield's always more visible. And we just use the color gradient because, yeah, like right here, it doesn't look as good. So we'll try to change that. Okay, so far no drones. They should start spawning around here, I think. I don't know how much we've fallen. 300. Yeah, so drones should start spawning. Maybe we need more of them. Oh no, there's a ton here. I think they went off the screen a bit. Well, the idea is there. One thing I'm thinking while we're falling, I might make the drones actually fall a bit as well. So they stay on the screen longer. They seem to fly up a bit fast on you. So we'll come back to that though. We'll test this out first. Okay, so that's if we hit a shield in our ugly code that I don't even want to look at. And then we got to do something similar if we hit a drone. Oh, jeez. This is going to look terrible. Pretend you didn't see any of this happen. I don't have time to refactor, so I'm just going to duplicate all this ugly code. And we will do... Yeah, definitely... I'm thinking some kind of particle system or something on the drones to make them very visible. Or maybe even adding like a shield aura or something around them that's red so you know they're bad. I'm just going to subtract. I don't know if we're adding 0.025 for the shield. Maybe we'll subtract 0.05. Yeah, we'll take double the amount you get for a shield. We'll take double the amount away if you hit a drone. I think that should all work. So we'll test that out in a minute. But yeah, let's go to this drone. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I don't have a lot of time left. So yeah, you're right. I'm not even going to bother with the particle system. Let's just make a sphere. We'll throw it on this guy. Let's make it there. We'll flatten it a bit. I guess I can just move that down a bit. Yeah, that works. they're gonna hit it either way. All right, and let's make a quick material for this guy. Do a transparent one. We'll make them kind of red. Maybe something like that's good enough. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to have time to change that. We'll leave it as a gradient for the shield. I want to add some basic sounds before anything, and maybe I'll just display your level of shield on the text. Okay, so we're up to yellow. Let's get it to green, and then, yeah, so you can at least sort of see the drones coming up now. I'm going to make them start spawning earlier. Oh, what the hell? Oh, crap. Yeah, that little hacky way I did this earlier. Oh no, that shouldn't. The only time you should die is if you collide. Do they have another collider on them? Trigger? No, it's only the one. My fault on that. No, there was also, oh, you know what? I might as well just leave it. You know what? I'll get rid of this collider. No, there was the sphere I added for the aura. There was a collider on that causing a collision. So basically it was hitting the sphere collider I added for the aura on the drone and thinking it hit the ground and died. You know what? Before we run that, let's go to our spawner again. I'm going to make drones. I'll make them spawn. They'll start spawning 100 units from the top. All right, then after this, I'm going to focus on not changing anything and just clean up and visuals, and then we should be good. So I got 45 minutes yet. Okay, drones are starting. Let's see if I hit one. Okay, went back to red. Okay, so it seems to be working. This should like get rid of it completely. Yep. One thing I noticed is with my change. You know what? I know how to fix this on my drone because it's destroying the sphere, not the drone itself now. I'm just going to move. I'm just going to move this collider. All right, that should work now. Double check, but okay. So I think we're good there. I think it's almost a working game. So we have our positive collectibles, our negatives. We have a win and lose state. So now it's really just clean up and visuals. Okay, let's hit the drone. Can't tell if I hit that one or not. Okay, hit that one. It's subtracted. I'm gonna avoid some. Alright, fully lost the shield. So now I don't have shields. Let's double check the die situation here as we fall to our impending doom. And splat. And it had a bit of a bounce, but whatever, that's fine. Okay, so that's working. Yeah, I'd probably get a copyright claim on that one. Okay, I think that's really it. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take that. Let's go to our display here, the canvas. I'm gonna display something for the shields in the bottom. I'm just thinking what's going to be the easiest way to do this here, because none of the numbers really match anything. I guess we can just do a fraction. Okay, I got Text Mesh Pro. Let's get private Text Mesh Pro. I'll do shield text, sure. Add that in. Okay, so we got our shield text, and I guess what we can do, let's take, it'll be the shield color alpha. I guess in start, I'll do shield text dot text equals, yeah, that's more or less what I'm thinking. Just take the alpha value and somehow do it to a percent. So I'll do shield text, shield 0%, just to start. And then in here, whenever we get one, so we could change it to I hate math. All right, okay, so we're gonna need, we got shield alpha. If anybody wants to help me on math, that would be awesome. So we got shield color dot alpha, which we're gonna range between 0 to 0.4. So 0.4 will be our max. So what's the format to get percent of range? Inverse slope. Man, you and your big words. All right. What would be the formula to use if I'm going between 0 and 0.4, if I want to convert that to a 0 to 100%? I gotta divide it by 0.4. Let's do float shield percent equals, okay, so we got shield color. It'll be divided by Would it just be divided by 0.4? I have never used inverse slurp before, but alright, let's find... Might have to look this up later. Value lies between the 2 point... Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat, actually. So it's just... Okay, so it's returning... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's the opposite of slurp. That's interesting. Or opposite of lerp. Alright, I think that might work. Let's try this out. So yeah, whatever your value is, it'll return the percent between 0 and 0.4. That's handy. I'm going to have to remember that. Okay, not quite what I want, but I think we just got to multiply it now. So shield percent, so this will be that times... Would that be 10? Oh, my brain is not working now. Is it 100? Yeah, I think it might be. And then drop the decimal places. Yeah, that's 100. Okay, so 100. And then... I guess I can just cast as an int. All right, I think that's good. At least gives the player a better visualization. Right there, yeah, and we hit 50% and it went green. Let's hit a drone. Yeah, I might have to play test a bit just for the spawning. Maybe put it, I think actually, you know, I'm just going to do that now. Put some more drones. So maybe we'll try 11. Maybe lower a few of the shields. Okay, and I think that's that. So yeah, I think it's mostly just going to be add some juice and polish. I mean, it's not very hard, but I don't want to spend all my time play testing. I think it's good enough for a 3-hour jam. All right, there's that. We added the shield percentage, added particles in the air. Spawn stuff to subtract. Stop the timer. Okay, so all I got on my list left is some sounds. I'll add that and then we can just play around. Where's BFXR? I guess the main one is collectible sound. Holy crap, that's loud. Yeah, you're right. Let's make them greener. Just clearing this list out a bit here. Let's go through that, yeah. All I need to do is just change this material a bit. Oh, maybe something like that. Think like that or too green? Okay, so let's find something for... Yeah, that's true with blue too, actually. You know what? I'll make it a little less... It'll be kind of in between. There, we got like an aqua. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that's kind of in both. All right, let's find a power-up sound. These are not very fitting. Just want something quick. That might work. Meh. Maybe a... No, I think power up. I mean, that's kind of terrible, but you know what? I'm going to go with that. We'll just do pickup sound. Okay, so we got that. I guess we need something for the drone. Yeah, I'll use that for the drone. Sure. We need something for the end. You know what? I'm going to use that for when you hit the ground. Good enough. Hit ground. And I guess a win when you hit the ground and you win. Although actually... You know what? I'll leave that. And I forgot. I wanted to add a little cheer animation when you win and you get up and you cheer. So I could add a different sound to that. So I think that's all the sounds we need. Let's try this. Alright, so just add them on the player. Guess we need an audio source. No play on awake. I'll do shield pickup sound. Drone hit sound. And hit ground sound. Yeah, it's just kind of a, I don't know, there's not really much for a good splatty sound in there. I don't want to spend too much time digging through them, so I'm just going to go with this. Okay, so pick up, drone hit ground. We need audio source. I mean, you could really just even do it as an animation clip if you really wanted a cheap, quick, and easy way, Marcus. I'll try that. Here's the drone sound. Yeah, you could just make a idle animation clip where it's just kind of moving around, drifting. But yeah, otherwise just, yeah, kind of random. I guess you could just use like translate even. Oh crap, I forgot. Yeah, I wanted to kind of add drones that they're dropping to the ground a bit as you're moving. I'm not sure if that would work good or not, but I can try it. That would be a quick one. Okay, so what sound do we need here? Drone hit sound. And lose game. I guess I might as well just play it here. Hit ground sound. And I could add a different one later. Okay, let's try these sounds quick. That's better. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. I'm going to go through the main menu. Just so we get the music. It seems good enough. I have to turn up the volume on drone hit. Yeah, that one's okay. Drone hit I'll turn up a bit. That one's okay. So yeah, it's just drone hit. I don't know, maybe 1.5F. Let's try this. Yeah, I could either add a rigid body, or I was even thinking maybe even just throw on a quick script that just moves down in the Y. I think that's good enough. Yeah, that's decent. Yeah, I don't think I'll have time to add the... Having an airplane that you fall out of would have been cool. Make a little cutscene or something, but definitely don't have time for that. Let's go back to the game. Okay, so what else? That's literally everything from my list. Oh, yeah. You know what? I still want to add that cheer animation, but let's try... Let's add some fun stuff. Let's give it some of the bloomy bloom. It's not a lot, but that might be good enough. Tiny bit more. I always like the chromatic aberration. I don't need a ton, but... I don't think fog's in lighting it still, isn't it? I think fog's still in lighting, but yeah, I think fog might be a good one. Let's make sure I didn't make this overkill. I think that motion blur and aberration looks okay. You think it's too annoying or not bad? I always forget where fog is now because I never really use it. Fog. I know nothing on fog settings, so I'm just playing around here. Why can I not decrease how intense this is? That is like super dense. I guess it's just because I'm so far away. Let's see if I can make it really, really low. Yeah, I think it's just because I'm so far away from it. Might actually be alright. Yeah, you know what? I think that was a good call on the fog, man. I think that's a really good one. Let's see how this looks here. I think that definitely looks better. The chromatic aberration on the clouds might be overkill, but I don't know. I kind of like it. What do you guys think? Keep that in or take it out? Oh, I'm not gonna win. Crap. Splat. Yeah, I think a bit of vignette too, but overall that looks a lot better. Yeah, let's add a bit of vignette. I don't think need a ton, but yeah, I'll turn it down a bit on the oh, it's the bloom. Yeah, maybe I'll kill the bloom. Oh, maybe it's not. It's not. I don't know. Weird. Oh, I'll turn it down a bit. Oh, yeah, you can see the little difference. Thinking this is looking pretty good. Almost done here, so. I'm thinking maybe make him move a bit slower. That should balance it out a bit. Maybe let's try 3.5. Yeah, it doesn't give you as much time to get in and out to do stuff. I think this is good. Maybe even a bit slower. Because right now it's pretty easy to get out of the way of everything. Yeah, we'll make it a bit slower yet. Let's try 2. Alright, that feels more sluggish. I think I might even have to slow it down, his move speed a bit more even. Cause I mean, it's pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, I could easily dodge them all. So, you know what? Let's try one. I don't want it like super, super difficult, but there should at least be a point to things you have to avoid. Okay, I mean, this is pretty slow movement-wise. It wasn't super difficult, but at least gives it some challenge. So I think I'm going to leave it as that. Then wind comes up. Okay, got that. I'm gonna see if I can find quick. I don't know, like cheer maybe? There we go, perfect. Let's see if I can squeeze this in quick. If this does work, maybe I'll try your drifting idea. I'll just try an animation clip on. Crap, I totally forgot. I wanted to put some screen shake on when you hit a drone, but I only got 12 minutes left. I don't know if I got time for that. Okay, let's go here. Cheer. You know what? I don't even have to do anything different on that, actually. It's going to transition right to it. Pretty sure. Let's try this. Okay, we'll test this. I'm pretty sure this will work. If this works, then I'll try adding a little animation drift to that. For something this simple, yeah, I don't need to bother coding. I'll just make a quick animation clip because it's, even if it's the same animation on all of them, it's, you're not going to see it. It's going by so quick. And then, yeah, maybe I'll try a quick animation screen shake. Yeah, I mean, it's not obviously challenging or anything by any means, but at least you're moving slow enough now that it's not simple and boring. Let's clobber the ground. Nice. I'm good with that. A different sound would be cool, though. Maybe let's try. Yeah, whatever. I'll just take this one. It's something. I'll call this landed. Okay, I think that should be good. Test this one out one more time. Oh, so close. 8 minutes left. How much more can I cram in here? All right, come on. If this works, then yeah, we'll try a little wobble on the balloons or shields or whatever the heck they are. Oh, actually, this does get a bit tricky now. Okay, got enough to win. Let's just avoid the drones. Okay, better sound. We get up, we cheer. It's done. Okay. Win, play again works. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with this one. Yeah, you're little. Yeah, actually that's a really good idea. I didn't think of in advance adding something for playtesting. Increasing timescale would be perfect. I can't believe I didn't think of that. All right, well, let's try. Yeah, we could do. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with code. Let's do this collectibles. Your way is definitely better, Marcus, but I don't really have the time. We'll just do quick one. Let's do sure, whatever. I don't even care. Name it that. Whatever. We'll just pick a position, add a key. Yeah, it was a lot of time falling and testing. But is what it is. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of ugly solution, but it's something. It's not random, so I mean they're all going to do the same thing, but it's quick and easy. No, it's not. Crap, because that's not going to work. 'Cause I think that's going to use world space. Never mind. We got to do something like yours. Yeah, we can try. Let's do that. You know what? I'm just gonna leave them, not moving. Do I want to try camera shake? Actually, no, I don't have time anyway, so we'll try this. All right. I don't know. Shield controller. What did you have here? Yeah, transformed up position. Yeah, I'll just do transform.translate. You know what? I got 3 minutes left. I'm not even gonna bother. Good enough. I'm gonna call it. So the only thing I'll have to do is do a build after this and then make an itch page. But here, let's try from the main menu. So sound works. Yeah, making them flutter around a bit and adding some camera shake when I hit the drones is the only thing that would have been cool to add, but no biggie. Oh, get out. Okay, it's a bit better. You can't immediately dodge them. I mean, it's still pretty easy, but... I think visually it looks pretty good for 3 hours. The fog was a good touch, Marcus. I didn't even think of that. Alright, so we'll crash, we'll win, and then I'll test the lose condition again. Alright, that works. Okay, and let's try lose. Oh yeah, I didn't even think I need a name. I might actually just use that because I'm not very creative. Yeah, thanks to everybody that watched and enjoyed, and this was actually pretty fun. I want to try doing these every... I don't know if I can do them every week, but every 2 weeks I think seems reasonable. And then I can start exporting all these little packages, so... My idea is I can make each jam after it better because I'll save stuff from the first one. So I think what I'm going to do from this one is save a package out of... oh, sorry, hiccups. I think I'm going to save a package out of the spawner and the clamp the player in the screen. That way I have a quick Unity package I can bring in of that anytime I want. Alright, lose situation works. Alright, I think, yeah, I'm gonna go with that being good. 1 minute to spare, so we're good on there. I'll make the itch page in that shortly and do a build and upload it, and yeah, it'll be up on itch very soon. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Is that Google Play? Hey, that might not be a bad idea. Then we could add some little features and stuff and throw it on, and you could actually, yeah, change it to use tilt controls using the gyro. That might have to do that. All right, talk to you guys in a bit, man.